Line 2 and Spike Boots on the outside was one of the first to jump out. Doc Lotto got out pretty well, and just in behind them going forward towards the leaders Denapek in the early stages as they come to the first jumper. And Denapek has gone to a clear lead by a length in advance of Jarl. Over on the inside of Salad Touch is prominent. Going up on the outside of Spike Boots, just in behind them, being restrained further back as Title Rail, followed by Regal Noah. A length and a half into Doc Lotto as they negotiate the second jump, and they were followed closely on the inside by Ballistic Beauty going around the Marpanui. Opal Flyers got back to second last as the field starts to string out, and back at the tail of the field is March Past. Denapak the leader, still under a tight rein down the back towards the third hurdle. He leads about 8 lengths in advance here as Spike Boots coming to this jumper, and they were being followed further back in the field then by Jarl. 2.5 lengths away, Salad Touch, a good long gap in the field in at the head of the others, Title Roller. 2 lengths to Regal Noah over on the inside of Doc Lotto, followed by Arpanui and Opal Flyer. And then there's a break. Ballistic Beauty second last, and March Past was bringing up the rear. 25 lengths covering the field down towards the home turner, and allowed to slide along. Denapak has got away with a big break. He's 10 lengths ahead here of Spike Boots and 5 lengths to Jarl. A similar gap further back to Salad Touch. A length further back, Title Roll. 2.5 lengths away, Regal Noah over on the inside. He's being followed by Doc Lotto. 2 lengths further back in the field, Arpanui. A good long gap to Opal Flowers. They come into the straight the first timer. 3 lengths away, Ballistic Beauty second last, and March Past is back at the tail of the field. That first hurdle in the straighter, and Denapak has jumped it well. He's under a tight rein coming to the second of the jumps in the straight with just over a circuit left to go. Denapak having a good look at this jump. He comes along to it, has the ears pricked. Over he goes safely, about 6 or 8 lengths in advance here as Spike Boots. A length and a half to Jarl. Over on the inside, Salad Touch has had a nice run in transit, being followed by Title Roll. A length and a half, Opal Flyer making ground. He's over on the inside of Doc Lotto, being followed by Regal Noah. 3 or 4 lengths away, Ballistic Beauty, and March Past is still last of all. Going down the back with just over 1,100 metres to travel. Denapak coming back to the field. Only a length and a half to Spike Boots, and Salad Touch getting a run up on the inside is taking closer order. Jarl is 3 off the rail as they jump that one, and Title Roll has put in a big burst around the outside, going up towards the lead with Opal Flyer. And they were being followed then a bit further back by Doc Lotto. A length and a half up, and a long gap to March Past of Ballistic Beauty, and Regal Noah last of all. Down the back for the last time. 800 metres left to go. Denapak is headed by the stablemate Title Roller. Jarl is still there on the outside. A length and a half to Salad Touch and Opal Flyer. And Doc Lotto is making ground. A good long gap further back as Spike Boots as they jump the next one. And the leader here is Title Roll. He's got away now. They've got 1 hurdle left to jump in the hurdle. And the leader Title Roll went for home. 2.5 lengths in advance of Doc Lotto, being urged forward second. A length and a half, Opal Flyer. Salad Touch taken to the outside, being followed by Jarl. Hard ridden, a long gap further back as Denapak has dropped right out of it. Title Roll the leader, 400 metres left to go. Going well by 2.5 lengths to Doc Lotto. Opal Flyer, Salad Touch to the outside, and then Jarl as they round the home turn. Here's the last hurdle ahead of them. 200 metres out, and the leader Title Roll is nicely clear. Coming down the outside, Salad Touch with a good run. Here's the last one. Title Roll the leader. Salad Touch is looming up on the outside, and they're followed by Doc Lotto on the rails. Title Roll tackled by Salad Touch in the final stages. Salad Touch on the outside reaches the lead, and it's Salad Touch drawing away in the last little bit. Salad Touch will win it nicely. Salad Touch is first, Title Roll is second. I think Opal Flyer might get third on the outside from Doc Lotto. And then came Jarl, and they were followed by March Past, Ballistic Beauty and Spike Boots and Denapak. And a couple of stragglers just passing the post are Arpanui back there in company with Regal Noah, who's finished at the tail of the field. Number 8, the winner. They're off. Good start. Keirwittian, one of the first out, but beaten for speed. One of the first to get out also was Lord Wolverton. Went straight to the front here from Jugalaga. Hampshire right over on the inside, taking up a handy position, and they were being followed by Grand Chevelle, and Society Ball is just in behind them. Royal Genius a bit further back in the field, followed by Filet Vento, a length and a half back in behind them. Desert Wolf has dropped out to the rear. Bletcher is third last, and just in behind them, Keirwittian. Along the back they race now, and Jugalaga on the outside takes a slight leader. Randwick High around the outside is just in behind that leader. Over on the inside to Lord Wolverton. Running fourth is Grand Chevelle, a length and a half, Society Ball. Filet Vento making ground. Hampshire Raiders next on the inside of Royal Genius, followed by Empezo going forward 3 deep, a length and a half further back to Bletcher. And then Keirwittian is second last, and Desert Wolf is last of all. Jugalaga the leader as they run down with about 500 metres left to travel. A half length to Randwick High, length for Vento moving up. Just in behind them, Grand Chevelle over on the inside. Lord Wolverton's had a nice run, followed by Society Ball. Hard-ridden Royal Genius as they round the home turn. Keirwittian making up some ground. And then Bletcher as they swing for homewards. Randwick High moving up on the outside to tackle Jugalaga as they set sail for the judge. 200 to go. Randwick High over on the outside has got his head in front. Jugalaga fights back and coming down the outside. Grand Chevelle and Society Ball right down the outside, but ducked in slightly. Randwick High just in advance of Jugaluk, who's coming back again on the inside, and deeper on the track is Society Ball. Randwick High in front, Keirwittian flying, but the winner here is Randwick High. I think Keirwittian might have run second. Not much in it for third. Three of them here over the line. Wide on the track, Society Ball with the Lord Wolverton, and over on the inside Jugaluk, and just in behind them Desert Wolf and Grand Chevelle for Lear Vente. And they were followed next home by Hampshire Road, a good long gap to Bletcher, and Ampezzo, and Royal Genius has run last. Beat off all the challengers, the favourite, Randwick High. Keirwittian coming from a long way back. Probably got up to run second. Good go for third, Lord Wolverton. And Society Ball deeper on the track as we stand by for all play on the outside. Academy Girl standing up well in store one. Here's the starter across to send them on their journey, a short course of 1,000 metres for the races, fillies and mares maiden plate. Academy Girl, the favourite, drawn the inside alley, and they're all set. Look to be ready. Summertime Swing making a good line. Slick Show. Loves a Luau on the outside. Ken Lott standing up well as one giving trouble there in about stall 5. One rearing in the stall and attended in with it. Lady Gibraltar. Now settling again, light still flashing on top of the stalls. And this one pretty restless. Now, light still flashing, and away they go this time. Loves a Luau began well towards the outside. Santa's Magic was out quickly. Academy Girl is last and settling down and getting going the best part of 200 metres. Moving up along the inside, Star of the Beach is one of the leaders here with Slick Show in a forward position. And they're followed by Santa's Magic. A bit further back is Ken Lott, followed closely by Loves a Luau. Further back in the field, then going up on the outside next to round them in the all-white Casaloma. Summertime Swing is in behind them. Academy Girl well back in the field. Lady Gibraltar back in behind them, followed by Smile with Style and Psychobar, and Sway's Delight is last of all. Slick Show takes the leader up to the home turn, a half length in advance of Santa's Magic, a length and a half Loves a Luau. Then came Star of the Beach, followed by Casaloma. Further back then at the head of the others, making ground Storm Banter as they race into the straight. Santa's Magic on the outside has hit the front and kicked away inside the 200 metres is nicely clear. Santa's Magic. Loves a Luau running on well. Star of the Beach is next, and they're followed down the outside by Academy Girl, is coming home strongly, but Santa's Magic with a big break on them, 100 to go. Loves a Luau, and down the outside Psychobar, but Santa's Magic wins it well. Santa's Magic first, good go for second and third. Loves a Luau and Psychobar in a photo ahead there of the Storm Banter, followed by Academy Girl, who made up a heap of ground after that slow start. Then Star of the Beach, and the next to finish there, Casaloma, followed by Ken Lott, and back in behind them Smile with Style. Summertime Swing followed by Sway's Delight. Slick Show behind them. Joan Ellis a distant second last, and Lady Gibraltar's run last. Number 7, the winner. Santa's Magic, ridden by Lincoln Coffee. $5.70 in one set, and they're off. And Such a Pleasure first to begin towards the outside from Bellavinda, and Listerfield Luck got out quickly. Bohemian Melody, Satalia, and Family of Mine is over on the inside, and Heroic Lover has dropped out to last. Settling into stride now, and Such a Pleasure, the leader at the 800, led by a length to Bellavinda, moving around the outside of Listerfield Luck. 2 lengths further back, Satalia. A length in Bohemian Melody, followed by Family of Mine and Heroic Lover last of all. But Such a Pleasure travelling easily in the front at the 500. Kicked away 2.5 lengths to Bellavinda. A length further back, Listerfield Luck moving up on the inside. 4 lengths further back, Satalia. Then Bohemian Melody, well back to Family of Mine. And Heroic Lover last of all as they're making the home turn. Such a Pleasure is still nicely clear, coming into the straight by a length and a half. Listerfield Luck is second. Bellavinda under pressure. And then Satalia followed by Bohemian Melody as they straighten up. Such a Pleasure in charge at the 200. Listerfield Duck down the outside. Satalia finishing well along the inside is making ground. Such a Pleasure still the leader. Bohemian Melody over on the outside is rattling home, but Such a Pleasure in front close to home. Bellavinda making a dive on the post, and they go to the line, and Such a Pleasure I think's just beaten Bellavinda. Good go for third. Heroic Lover got there I think just ahead of Satalia, and further back in the field then over on the outside Bohemian Melody, followed by Family of Mine, and Listerfield Luck has run last. Number 1, the winner's just hung on. Bellavinda beaten for speed, but she's run home strongly in the last little bit and has just failed to pick up Such a Pleasure. It was travelling ever so easily on the home turn, but just had enough in reserve to hold off the fast finishing Bellavinda. And official placings after the running of the 4th event, the Trower Class 5 handicap. Number 1, Such a Pleasure first, ridden by Peter Mertens, trained at Pakenham by Joy Burke. Number 5 is second, Bellavinda, Craig Williams. And number 4, Bohemian Melody, has run third. Blacksmith Max is on the inside. Hurricane Storm drawn in barrier 2. Lord Ochre just about to move in. Now Lord Ochre to come up. Strike Me Lucky ready. City Section stands up well. Raja Bell soon be on their way. Proud Wealth makes a good line. Super Express and Napier Street. And they're off. Good start. Hurricane Storm jumped pretty well towards the inside out. Quickly also Napier Street. The grey Cahelan showing speed with Scotch Eagle who's dropping back. Raja Bell got out well towards the centre, taking up a prominent position, being followed by Brakeman, and further back in the field Strike Me Lucky, and tailing out to last is Lord Ochre. In the run down the straight the first time, it's Hurricane Storm over on the inside, joined by Raja Bell at the judge. They're out by a length and a half. Cahelan 2.5 lengths to Scotch Eagle on the outside of Napier Street, followed by Brakeman. Further back to Proud Wealth over on the outside. Strike Me Lucky. Super Express has got back in the field. Relax with Max is in behind them, followed by City Section, who's second last, and Lord Ochre bringing up the rear. Down the back they race, and Hurricane Storm over a length in advance of Raja Bell. 2 lengths away Cahelan, a length and a half Scotch Eagle on the outside of Napier Street. 2.5 lengths then to Brakeman. Proud Wealth is on the rails. A length and a half further back Strike Me Lucky, followed by Super Express. In behind them City Section. Lord Ochre was second last, and Relax with Max has got back to last as they travel down the back. Just over 800 metres to go. Hurricane Storm under a tight rein, a half length to Raja Bell, a length and a half Cahelan. They're followed by Napier Street, getting a nice run on the inside of Scotch Eagle. 2.5 lengths to Brakeman. Proud Wealth is on the rails going forward. Super Express is in behind them, being followed further back then by Strike Me Lucky. Ridden along next is Lord Ochre. Further back City Section losing ground, and last of all Relax with Max down the side. Hurricane Storm by a neck in advance of Raja Bell, a length and a half Cahelan as they come up to the home turn. 2 lengths to Brakeman. They're followed by Napier Street over on the inside. Scotch Eagle and Super Express is further back. Racing around the home turn now, and Hurricane Storm being tackled by the grey Cahelan, which is looming up quickly as they make the home turn. They're out by 2 lengths to Raja Bell, and further back to Brakeman as they straighten up. Hurricane Storm the leader. Cahelan trying to get to it past the 200 metre mark. Hurricane Storm and Cahelan are locked together. Cahelan over on the outside. Hurricane Storm is fighting back along the inside, and Brakeman is coming home well. Hurricane Storm just in advance of Cahelan, close to home. Hurricane Storm too strong. Hurricane Storm a half length. Cahelan. Napier Street's got up for third, followed by Brakeman. And further back in the field then Strike Me Lucky, followed by Scotch Eagle. Then Relax with Max, followed by Lord Ochre and Proud Wealth and Super Express and City Section. And last to finish is Raja Bell. Good strong win there to Hurricane Storm. I know that Duncan Grimley and all the folk up there at Kilmore will be clapping their hands, and no doubt will be having a cold drink after that. It was a nice ride by Matthew Gatt. And when it looked as if Cahelan might at one stage have his measure, he's fought back.
Right, thanks.
So we'll soon have them set here. They're ready. And they're off. Scarific on the inside, one of the first to jump out in company with Casper the Ghost, who got out well. And away quickly on the outside, Dialer Band showing speed, followed by Above the Stars, getting up into a handy position. Goulburn River making ground around the outside. Llewellyn just in behind them, a length and a half to Amstad. Vital Prince is second last, and Our Worthy Stars got back to last to the first turn. A good battle for the lead, 1,000 to go. Dialer Band on the outside, about a head clear of Casper the Ghost, a length and a half. Llewellyn on the outside of Speak French, Above the Stars in behind them. And they were followed by Goulburn River. 2.5 lengths away is Scarific, being followed by Amstad and Vital Prince, and tailed off a bad last as Our Worthy Star. As they run down now with about 600 metres left to travel, it's Dialer Band getting to a half length in advance of Casper the Ghost, and just in behind them Speak French is pushing forward. Llewellyn deeper on the track. Goulburn River making ground is next, a length and a half Above the Stars, a long way back to Amstad. Vital Prince hard ridden, well back Scarific, and last of all Our Worthy Star up towards the home turn, 450 to run. Dialer Band about to be tackled by Goulburn River, which has gone up quickly on the outside, and they round the turn, and Goulburn River up on the outside has joined Dialer Band as they set sail for home there nicely clear. Casper the Ghost over on the inside. Speak French back behind them, followed by Llewellyn. Goulburn River takes the lead halfway down the running, is clear of Dialer Band. Then Llewellyn followed by Speak French. Dialer Band coming back on the inside. Dialer Band is fighting on strongly. Goulburn River weakening in the last little bit. Dialer Band again got to the front, and Dialer Band wins it. Dialer Band has won it, flying home for second Amstad. Third is Goulburn River, followed by Llewellyn. Above the Stars, Speak French behind them. Casper the Ghost, Our Worthy Star, Vital Prince, and last home is Scarific. Well, he looked on when Goulburn River went past him, Dialer Band, but he's fought back like a cage lion, as you saw there. And Dialer Band's putting up a good performance, makes it 2 in a row at $2.60 and $1.40. Bertrand makes a good line. Soon have them on their way. Benetoso standing up well. They're ready. And they're off to a good start too. Young Laurie first to bound out, quickly headed by Dungowan. Out quickly Sober Thoughts, and Bertie's Bell got away speedily. Diamond King going up fast just in behind them. and they were followed closely along the inside by Private Knight, and further back in the field of Vertrag, settling into stride, and Sabre Thoughts is the leader as they race down the side, a length in advance of Dungowan, followed by Private Knight and Diamond King. Blue Tetra in behind them, working forward around the outside to Vertrag and Vanitoso, and they're followed by Young Laurie, a length and a half, then Glasshopper, well back is Blues Grandee, and tailed off a long way from the lead there. Second last is Escobar, and dropping out to last is Sandoka on the turn, 400 metres out, and the leader here, Sabre Thoughts, about a half length in advance of Dungowan. Pull to the outside as Diamond King, and Vanitoso has gone right off the track as they straighten up, and Private Knight getting a run up on the inside behind them, and pull to the out of there is Vertrag making ground. It's anybody's race here. Dungowan's hit the front from Sabre Thoughts in the final stages. He's kicked away Dungowan clear of Sabre Thoughts. In third place then Private Knight, and down the outside Diamond King, but this is raced home to a good win and going to the line to score, full of running here. This horse goes away to score as he liked here in the run of the post. Dungowan goes away to score by any number of lengths at the finish. Sabre Thoughts and battling away for third there. Private Knight on the inside with Diamond King, and they're followed next home there by Vertrag, who didn't get on to the final stages. Further back in the field then in behind them, Blue Tetra, being followed by Vanitoso, Bertie's Bell behind them, and well back in the field. Vertrag has pulled up shortly after passing the finishing post, and well back also is Glasshopper. Dungowan going home to a good win there. Raced home to a clear-cut victory. $15.60 and $4.60. And there is Dungowan stretching out. Sabre Thoughts, Private Knight got a lovely run on the inside. Diamond King and the all-white there making ground, but Dungowan, one of them little edgy. Now they're ready, and they're off. And missing the start slightly there, Exports Pride in company with Royal Host, one of the first out, Shanakai, Kid Cassius over on the inside, going up towards the lead with Hula Rose as they settle. Ancona Don going very fast behind them. Commodore, Emmett and Sinara improving around the outside, being followed by Viability, who's fifth as they settle into stride round the first turn at the 1,000. Hula Rose has taken up the running by a length and a half. Ancona Don, a half to Kid Cassius, followed by Sinara. Going around them on the outside is Tyrani, being followed by Shanakai, a length to Viability on the rails, a half length to Wimmer, a length and a half then Commodore, who's over on the inside of Classy Range. Exports Pride second last, and Royal Host is last of all. Down the side they travel, 700 metres left to go. Hula Rose the leader by over a length, and Kona Don. Sinara third around the outside of Kid Cassius making ground. They're followed by Shanakai, Viability eased off the fence to go around them, followed by Classy Range and Emmett being scrubbed up. A length and a half to Royal Host, a good long way back in the field. Exports Pride and Commodore got back to last at the 400. Hula Rose travelling well by a length and a half. Shanakai on the outside of Ancona Don, and Classy Range right around the outside running on. Emmett pulled to the extreme outside. Tayrani followed by Sinara. Viability getting run through on the inside is coming after these leaders, but got shut out at that point. He's trying to get through. Classy Range down the outside takes the lead. Viability in the clear again is coming after Classy Range, but Classy Range is in front of Viability, and Classy Range is going to win it. Classy Range wins it well. Viability second, no luck in running. Third home was Ancona Don, followed by Shanakai, then Tyrani, and further back to Emmett, followed by next home Sinara, Hula Rose, then Exports Pride, well back Royal Host, next to last there Kid Cassius, and last is Commodore. Just about to go through the gap there, I thought Viability, but he got shut out for a few metres there, which didn't help his cause, Viability, with his top weight. It's been a good run in the circumstances. Classy Range, nevertheless, has gone right around the lot of them, as you saw on the home turn, and just kept going for a good win. An outsider home in Classy Range. In the last of the day, numbers are 4, 1 and 13. Number 4, the winner. Classy Range, the winner, ridden by Brian Park. Trained by Marie Lewis at Cranbourne. Number 1 is second, Viability, Gary Skinner.